Okay, hey guys, welcome to this week's vlog. Today is Monday, and I'm about to hit you with a lot of information, so I'm gonna need you to keep up with me, okay? Number one, took a pregnancy test. She's negative. Can y'all see that? She's negative. It does have like a little evaporation line, but it is negative. Anyway, okay, I just touched this. Let me wash my hands. Hold on. Okay, so that's one. I took a pregnancy test. I took a pregnancy test because, not because I actually thought I was pregnant, but just because my body was just being so weird. Like in the month of April, I had 3 periods. Today, as it stands right now, it's May 19th and I've had 2 periods. 2 of them. So I was like, something is wrong. But I figured, well, number one, I have an Obgyn appointment scheduled for this week, and I guess I'll talk to her about it. Like, it's not really something that I'm super concerned about. But I was like, maybe I need to take a break from my birth control, because usually that's what I'll do. Like after I take like at least like 2 packs in a row, so like 6 months, I'll take a 1 month break and I'll keep going. But I don't think I did that this time around. I think it was just like back to back. And this has happened before, and I couldn't like remember what I did to fix it, but this is what I did to fix it. I stopped taking it for a little while. But the last time that happened, I was in high school still, and I was still living with my mom, and she's like, you need to be taking a break from your birth control. Like, don't just be taking it back to back. So I was like, okay. So that's what we're doing right now. We're taking a little birth control break, which is a little scary. It's a little scary. And my friend Nia is always like, oh, like, you know, whenever a bitch trying to lose weight, that's why she get pregnant. I'm scared. No, but it should be fine. I'm not gonna say nothing else about that. Anyway, so yeah, did that. But it's Monday and I didn't vlog. I usually vlog Sunday to Friday, and I take Saturday as like a little break because I post for y'all on Saturday. But this past weekend, I was with Justin's family, and I just kind of like wasn't in the mood to film a lot, just because I know for a fact that they're not like camera people. Like his mom specifically, y'all will probably never see her because she hates the camera. She hates taking pictures. Like that's just literally not her thing. And we were staying with her, so I didn't want to like exploit her space, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but when we walked into Justin's childhood bedroom, why is this what I'm looking at? Why does she have this life-size, larger-than-life picture of Justin inside his bedroom? Okay, that was number one. I was so shocked by that. She thought it was so funny, but I was like, girl, what is this? Justin, close that door, because I cannot be having you next to me in the bed and then also having you stare at me from the closet. Anyway, but yeah, so we went to his childhood home, slept in his childhood bed, and I was like, Justin, this feels so inappropriate. This feels so incorrect. He's like, it's literally fine. And then I was like, he was trying to plug something up, and I'm like, how do you know where all the plugs are? He's like, this is literally my room. And I was like, you are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But yeah, that was really funny. So we went to his family's like little family reunion cookout situation, and it was interesting. Hold on. Now, Justin comes from a very loud family. I love that because I come from a not very quiet, because there's one side of my family that get buck with it. Like my mom's side of the family, loud people. But like my immediate family, which includes like me, my mom, my brother, my sister, my Aunt Nisha, the grandma, Tim, like that's my immediate family. That's what I consider to be my immediate family. We're talkers, but it's like at some point all of us will shut up. Like there is beauty in shutting up. Like truly it is. But anyway, his family is not like that. Like every moment needs to be filled with somebody talking, somebody saying something. Like they love to talk. And I absolutely love that because I love to people watch. I don't feel like fully redoing my hair right now. Is that bad of me? Because literally we're just going to the scrub store. Okay, no, I'm just throw it back in the bun. Anyway, so I walk in and it's like loud, and Justin's mom was like, Diana, they are about to treat him like he is a celebrity. So I was like, okay, perfect. I can blend into the background. I am perfectly fine with that. So of course we walk in, there are shrieks that I am sure can be heard from space. They were so loud. Like everybody was freaking out. Sorry, it's so hard for me to do my fun sometimes. But yeah, everybody was freaking out saying, hey, because nobody knew that we were coming. And Justin didn't really want to say anything about us coming because he didn't know if I was going to be able to get off work. But that's why I worked Sunday of last week instead of yesterday, because technically this is my weekend, but I got somebody to switch shifts with me. So I'm very happy about that. So yeah, so everybody was like super excited to see him, and then they looked past him, they're like, oh my gosh, this is Jayana, because again, they've never seen me before. So it was like really exciting for everybody. And so I'm like sitting down next to his aunt and his cousin, and I'm like looking, like scoping out the room. I'm scoping. Bam. My eyes lay on somebody that I'm like, where do I know this girl from? She's older, like she's probably, you know, older than my mom, probably like 50 something. And so I'm like, wow, this girl looks so familiar. And then my heart drops to my ass. I'm like, I know exactly who this lady is. When I was in high school, I had this boyfriend, not the horrible boyfriend. Well, he was horrible in a different way. Not the one that changed my brain chemistry, the one before this. And it was his mom. And I was like, oh, okay. And so she's like looking at me like, because mind you, I've only met the lady twice, because we dated for a very short amount of time, and we were very off again, on again. Anyway, she's looking at me like, and then she like bends down to whisper to the lady that's sitting next to her, and she like put something like over her, but I don't think she realized that it was like past her mouth, kind of like this. And like, I'm very good at reading lips. So she was like, who is that? And the girl was like, who? And then she like kind of like nodded in my direction. She was like, who's that? And then I see the lady point at Justin and then point at me, and she was like, oh, okay. And so then she just kept looking at me. And so I was also looking at her, and like we just kept making eye contact to the point that it was fucking awkward. So I was like, you know, whatever. So I was talking to Justin. I was like, I was like, first of all, this is so-and-so's mom. And he was like, and I was like, yes, like this is literally so-and-so's mom. Girl, I know I need to order my tag. Y'all gotta keep calling my phone. I'm finna do it. I'll do it today, actually. Anyway, so I was like, should I go over there and say something? And he was like, yeah, I mean, go over there and say something. If you're gonna keep staring at her, you might as well speak. So I was like, okay. So I went over there, I spoke, and I was basically just like, I feel so bad. Well, first, I didn't know if I was gonna hug her or not, so I didn't. So I just got close to her, but I didn't hug her. I was like, I felt so bad about staring at you and not coming over here to say hey. So I want to say hey. And she was like, who are you? Mind you, she had literally already asked somebody who I was, so you already know who I am. So I don't know if that was like or she could have just genuinely been asking like, who are you? But it wasn't kind of like, who are you? It was like, who are you? Bitch. No, I'm kidding. And so I was like, oh, I'm Jade. And she was like, what's your last name? And my knee-jerk reaction is to say Thomas, because that's my current last name. But I was like, well, my married name is Thomas, but my maiden name is Harris. And she was like, oh, okay. She's like, where'd I know you from? And I was like, I dated your son when I was 15. I just realized that she has multiple sons. Maybe she put the pieces together. I don't know. Anyway, I was like, I dated your son. Oh yes, she does what I'm talking about. Because I was like, you're so-and-so's mom, right? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I know you are because you look just like him. And she started laughing and blushing and, you know, whatever. And she was like, yeah, let me call him so he can come over here. And I'm like, mind you, pin in that. When I was 17 or 18, whatever, it was like me and Justin's first year dating. I think we had been dating for like a few months at that time. My bad boyfriend, the one I had in high school that changed my brain chemistry in a very bad way, he was there, and him and my, at the time, best friend, kind of ex-best friend at the time, were like, yeah, like, I'm so happy that, we'll call him Rondell. I'm so happy Rondell cheated on you, because if Rondell had never cheated on you, man, you would have never found Justin. Like, so you really should be thanking us for your relationship with Justin. I was like, honestly, fuck both of y'all. Like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? So anyway, so at this award ceremony, I was getting presented, I'm gonna see if I can find it, this big ass, gigantic ass award that I had been so excited to get. So freaking excited to get. Ask me where it is now. I truly don't know, friend. But anyway, so I was getting presented this amazing award. It was huge. It was like my moment. Like I was so like happy and proud. Then fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum was like, oh yeah, we finna whoop Justin ass. Mind you, Justin has the hearing of a bat. Justin has ultrasonic, superhuman hearing. He can probably hear me talking right now, and he's nowhere near me right now. Like, he has amazing hearing. He was there with his mom. My mom was also there. My brothers, I think my sister was there also. And all I can see out of the corner of my eye is Justin. Mind you, I'm sitting next to fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I see Justin get up out of the corner of my eye during the fucking ceremony and is about to rush and beat the shit out of him. His mom had to manhandle Justin to keep him from beating the shit out of Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Okay. So mind you that happened almost 10 years ago. But still, like, Justin has never been somebody that is afraid to fight. Don't ever play with it. Don't ever play with it. So anyway, and my mom, when she's like, yeah, I'm gonna get my son to come in here, and I'm like, oh no. Oh my God, actually I have somewhere to be. And so I go like peruse over the food. I talk to Justin's mom a little bit. I circle my way back to sitting down. And I was like, Justin, she said he coming. And he was like, okay, we're leaving then. I was like, damn. We ended up staying for a while because he ended up never coming and the mom ended up leaving. But like, that was so awkward. Like seeing my ex-boyfriend's mom, like that was so insanely awkward. So insanely awkward. Anyway, fast forward to the next day. Me, Justin, and his mom go to Lambert's. If you don't know what Lambert's is, it's the home of the throw rolls. So it kind of looks like this, where like they'll be like throw rolls, and like you literally catch your rolls in your hand, and they come around with like sides, like fried okra, my absolute favorite, macaroni and cheese, fried potatoes, stuff like that, right? So it's like a very like Southern style like dining kind of thing. So anyway, I'm sitting down and I'm someone that chronically has to pee. Okay, I chronically have to pee. I can't think if I have to pee. Even if my bladder has a little bit in it, I have to go. Okay, that's just me. That's just who I am as a person. So anyway, I was like, Justin, where's the bathroom? And he was like, the bathroom is like outside, like by the entrance, and that's where he thought it was. So I was like, okay. So I started like walking. I'm like, it's so weird they make the bathroom like you have to go out again. So I just asked somebody. The first person I saw was a guy. And I was like, hey, is the bathroom this way? And he was like, well, I gotta ask you a question first. Well, he was like, my homeboy gotta ask you a question first. I'm like, what? And he was like, you single? And I was like, no, I'm married. He was like, are you happily married? Where the fuck is the bathroom? Because you had better hope that Justin did not hear you, because he's going to lose his shit. But I was like, yes, I'm happily married. The bathroom, where is it? And he was like, it's out there. And he kind of blew me off like, whatever, she want me. Bitch. Mind you, he's 15. Mind you, he looks 15. He looks 15. I'm like, fuck. So I go to the bathroom, come back out. I'm laughing, and so I tell Justin what I'm laughing at. And he was like, that's insane. Happily married is actually insane for him to ask that. And I was like, no, right. So of course, such is life, such is my life. The guy walks around, he's like, throw rolls. He sees me at the table with Justin, obviously sitting right next to Justin. He throws me a roll nicely, throws Justin's mom a roll nicely, looks Justin dead in his face, throws his roll on the floor. Y'all. And so Justin's mom was like, is that the boy? And I was like, yeah. So that was insane. But Justin, he took it like a champ. He didn't act ass, which I really do appreciate that. But yeah, so then we drove back home, 3.5 hours. And so yeah, after that we drove back home. I listened to an audiobook. I'm currently listening to The Tenant by Frieda McFadden. Y'all, tell me why I love audiobooks now. Like, it made the drive go by so freaking fast, and I loved every second of it. So now I'm reading The Tenant on like audiobooks, so like on Spotify, because I have Spotify Premium. And then in my regular reading, I'm reading this book called, hold on, let me look at my Kindle Unlimited, because I can't remember what it's called. Also, I only read Kindle Unlimited books. I'm not paying for Nan. I'm not paying for it. I'm reading The Never List right now. I did not know that it was a Why Choose. I've never read a Why Choose before, so I'm kind of like, I don't know where this is gonna go. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all the current events that we have for today. We're gonna go to the scrub store and see if we can find me some underscrubs, and then we have to pick the dogs up, and then I have to go to work. I also want to work out before I go to work, so there's a lot that we have to do in quite a short bit of time, because it's already 3 o'clock, so let's go ahead and go. Hey! Okay. All right, y'all, we are at 7 Brew. Shocker for the both of us, but we're at 7 Brew, and I let Justin pick the drinks today. Justin, what'd you pick?
I'm getting a hummingbird.
What's in it?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we're gonna get 2 of them. It's an energy drink, I know that for sure, so I'm gonna get a large one with no ice so that I can take it to work and it's not watered down by the time it gets there. And I guess Justin is just gonna get his regular.
Yeah. On the rocks. Shaking, not started.
You wanna tell them about how you feel like insurance this week?
I don't have enough ground to like make an actual like justification about this. I just feel like insurance scamming people. I just wouldn't want to work at an insurance place. The only reason I said that because one near us is higher. That was it. That's the only reason I said that. I don't really have enough bases. This people are like choking me. It's the Golly.
Your mama said that yesterday. She was like, I guess I ain't going nowhere.
Jesus. Yeah. So that's the reason. I just wanted to work at an insurance place. That's a lot of like on the phone. And I feel like if you deal with insurance, you're already in a bad mood. So like you gonna call me in a bad mood, and then I gotta pretend like I'm not mad at you mad. So yeah, it just seemed like a lot to deal with personally. That's why. It probably is a scam if you look too deep into it, but everything is if you think about it. So yeah. Alright. I hope he's good. What?
He wearing jeans. Don't turn it off because we got to order still. Okay. We vlog every part of our life.
That's not
you
true.
still gonna hold it?
That's not true. So you want me to hold the camera?
No, don't hold it like that.
Okay then.
You gonna freak him out.
You probably ain't gonna notice. You wearing jeans in the song.
Yes.
You don't look like he can work at something.
Probably not. But
You don't pass the eye test. That's mean, but
you're actually mean as shit.
I'm not wrong.
No, that's actually insane.
But I'm not wrong.
I don't want to talk to you right now.
You want a banana bread smoothie?
Hell no.
Oh, my fault. My fault. You don't like bread?
Is Veterans Day or something?
I don't know.
Why does it say thank you, Veterans?
Because it's probably Veterans.
Veterans Day not till November.
Veterans Day. Today Monday?
Yeah. Memorial Day.
Yeah.
It's not Memorial Day right now. Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Today Memorial Day?
I think so.
Oh, shot.
Because Ryan actually was closed. And, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. She said, come on, girl. Now let me hit you, mamas. I'm gonna put y'all right here. Just behave.
You can just turn them up.
Shut up.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. Do you have a phone number with us?
Yes. Okay, I don't know if y'all heard that because I'm probably gonna have to cut that entire interaction out because the music is blasting. But anyway, I said that I wanted one with no ice, and she's like, do you want like the no ice where it's like, and then she didn't say anything for like 15 seconds, and I'm like what? So basically if you do no ice, they can do like the regular version where they don't charge you anything, or they can charge you $3 extra to fill up the cup.
That's insane.
I didn't want the extra $3 to fill up the cup, so I didn't get that option. But it was like, what, $16 or something?
I think that's something like that. These nasty is not my fault.
Yeah, and I had a free drink reward, but whenever I use my free drink, the drinks are always extremely nasty. So I decided to just not use it for that. But I knew we had a free drink coming up because we damn near come here every day. Oh. Oh! You don't know where that's been?
Well, now it's been in your face.
You make me so tired. Do you know that?
No,
Do you know that?
No,
Do you know that?
You actually don't. You actually shouldn't be tired at all dealing with me. Because I don't be doing anything. So no, that's not true.
You just put that on my face and you don't know where it's been.
Well, if that's the worst of your words, I think you okay.
You shouldn't be tired dealing with me. I'm great.
You be asleep.
Right.
How am I be tired? You don't be up. You don't be conscious.
Yeah, he makes it seem like I be asleep all the time. Mind you, we both got up at 11 a.m. today. And we went to bed at 11 p.m. So I don't know why he trying to act like.
Yeah, but you tired right now, ain't you? Yeah. Okay.
Two things. Really just one thing. I thought this drink was blue. Why is it orange?
No.
Is it supposed to be blue?
No.
Oh, what did you show me that was blue?
Like the Blue Lagoon.
Oh. The one that looked like electricity?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not this?
No.
Okay, see, I thought this was going to be blue.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm about to say, nothing on that bullshit once again.
No.
Okay, here you go.
No. I hope it's good. Tastes like every other sipping.
Aww.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It's, yeah.
You never get it again?
I'd rather get the Red Giant.
Okay.
Yeah, you started the mix. Yeah, this thing got nothing. It don't stand out.
Well, I mean, all their energy drinks have the same base.
Yeah, and that's
Which is like their 7 Brew energy drink.
Yeah.
Let me taste it. Yeah. It's good though.
Yeah. This could also be like a fruit roll up if it needed to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Red Giant stand out.
But I do feel like it's like the cream that they put at the top. I should have got that, but I don't know. That my dog! Alright, y'all. So we picked up the dogs from daycare. Before we left, I don't know if I told y'all last week, but we think that Jet may have had like an allergic reaction. Not an allergic reaction, but just had a reaction to getting some vaccine. So he was having a lot of GI symptoms, a lot of throwing up, a lot of whatever. but he was fine the entire time he was at daycare. They said he had a little bit of blood in his poop, but like other than that, he's been fine. But we're gonna go get this little GI stuff that we get from PetSmart. It is amazing. It is a lifesaver. It works superbly. So I don't know why we don't just keep it in bulk at our house just for emergency days like this, but we're gonna go ahead and go to the pet store and pick it up. All right, y'all, I'm gonna try to be a lot better about showing y'all the PR packages that I get. Justin's making cookies, so that's what that noise is. But this is from a brand called Niche and Nooks, and it says, we're not addressing an issue, we're not fixing something that's broken, we're turning whispers into conversations and flipping the script by making intimate care a meaningful part of self-care. Yes, ladies. Okay, so my Vivian got them to send me just like a bunch of their best-selling stuff because I couldn't really figure out exactly what I wanted. So we got some Wipe Your Nooks Refreshing Towelettes. Amazing. Everybody needs some of these. And then Dry Your Nooks Sweat Absorbing Chafing Barrier Spray. Girl, I put that little chafing spray under my boobs literally every single day, so that's awesome. And then a Wipe Your Nooks Body and Fabric Fragrance Mist, a Gentle Cleanser, and then this cup. I'm obsessed. Why is it booty cheeks? I absolutely love that. Like, that is so freaking funny. Okay, this one is from my friend Gabby. She owns an Etsy shop called Coincidentally Crafty, and she gave me this cute little cup. It's huge, first of all, and then I literally don't have any of the pins that she gave me from a long time ago that I literally kept onto for forever because everybody stole these. Now there should be no issue because it literally says Nurse Jayana. The other one said Jayana and people still stole it, but whatever. So now I have these and they're so freaking cute. I'm gonna put the link to her Etsy shop down in the description box. She made like badge reels, cups, pins, all that stuff. And the last little bit of PR I got is from Hoka. They sent me some of their new women's Hoka Clifton 10s, I think. And they sent me the all white ones. I absolutely love an all white shoe. So I am very grateful for that. Okay, y'all, so I'm getting called into work. First of all, I was working out and I was in the process of making dinner, and then my audiobook stops and my phone stops buzzing, so I rush into the living room. And before I answer the phone, I'm talking to Justin and I'm like, hey, like they're probably about to offer me low census. What do I say? And he's like, say yes. Like, do not sit there and say no to low census. So I was like, okay, fine. Like, I'll say no. So I answer the phone, and it's one of the day shift nurses that I think is really, really sweet, and I like her a lot. She's like, hey, Jay, this is so-and-so. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry about this. And I'm like, am I about to get flooded to another hospital? Because unfortunately for us, like our hospital, not even all of the units, but like just our units will float us to different hospitals and make us go work on another unit. And it can be super frustrating, especially when that's not what you were expecting. But I forgot that I was on call from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. Yeah, so I'm getting called in and it kind of sucks, and I'm not upset about it because like it is what it is, and she was telling me like the board is completely full, like we don't have any free rooms, and I'm sure one of the nurses doubled up. But yeah, it's not her call, so I'm not, upset with her, but it's just like day shift and night shift just do things a lot differently. Like for night shift, because consider the fact that it's already like it's less than an hour before my shift would start anyway, so having to go in early, like by the time I get there, it'll pretty much be the regular time that I would get to work, maybe like a few minutes earlier. So like if this was night shift, we would have multiple people doubled up until the day shift nurses get there. But for day shift, they just don't, I guess, believe in doubling nurses up, at least not all the time. Now, I also don't necessarily know what the situation is. Like I don't really know what I'm about to walk into, so I'm not really gonna make judgment when I don't really know what's going on or what's happening or anything like that. But what I do know is that they need my help and the board is full, so I am trying to get ready literally as fast as possible because it sucks. So it is what it is. But I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not, gonna pitch a fit or nothing like that, because at the end of the day, like I was going to work anyway, and I would much rather come in from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. than have to work the 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. call shift, because that's so annoying. Like think about the fact that you're at work all night and you are just like counting down the hours, like, oh, I get to go home in 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. And then all of a sudden the day shift nurses are like, yeah, actually, we're going to need you to stay until 11. And so you have to work a 16-hour shift, girl. Oh my gosh. Like that sucks. Like that really sucks. So I would always rather be on PM call than on AM call. But that's just me. So trying to go ahead and get ready, get my hair primed and ready to go. I did not have enough time to make dinner, which is fine because Justin was going to, hold on. You can give me a hug? So sweet. I love you.
You want?
I'm sorry, I have to go to work.
I mean, he's going to work anyway. You can leave in like maybe an hour early.
Yeah, it's fine. I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, I would just rather be on PM call than on AM call. But, oh, that's what I was going to say. Justin is making cookies for the unit, so he was going to come up to the hospital a little bit later anyway. And I was in the middle of cooking, and obviously, like, I wasn't going to have enough time to finish. So he was like, I can just go ahead and bring you work. Like, I'm not going out of my way. I was coming that way anyway. And I was like, okay. So he is going to get me Zaxby's probably before, well, whenever he brings the cookies, he'll just bring me Zaxby's. Correct. I think I'm good on a drink. I don't think I need a drink.
You want to never go on the side?
Surprise me. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not angry. I'm not frustrated. I'm not none of that. I just want to make sure that I make it in on time, just because if you don't come by a certain time, they give you a point. I think. I can't remember. I don't know. And I would absolutely love to keep my hair down, but like realistically, girl, I'm gonna get thrown into something so outrageous and so ridiculous that I'm gonna just go ahead and throw her back. Go ahead and throw her back into a little ponytail. So we can have that all squared away and ready to go. Very good. Also gonna hit the roots and my ends with some oil sheen. Very good. Okay, let's go ahead and throw my face scrub top on. Okay. All right, got that on. Still a little bit of perfume. My group chat. Notifications going crazy. Justin, I'm sorry I'm leaving the bathroom in kind of a disarray. Alright guys, I'm dressed and ready to go to work. I'll see y'all in the morning. Okay guys, so I just got my wax. Literally, my girl ripped me out the frame per usual, but she's smooth. Because I hadn't gotten a wax since like the end of March. Because I know it was before we took our trip to Italy. So it's definitely been a little bit. But yeah, so I got my wax. I found out that she's leaving. So it's actually really sad. But if she's moving to a wax studio that's drivable, then I'll drive. Because if I can drive an hour and a half to Tuscaloosa now, I don't care nothing about. So as long as it's under 2 hours, I will definitely go. But the reason that I didn't talk whenever I got off work this morning is because last night I had a delivery. And it was a baby born sleeping. And those are just really hard. I feel like I've gotten better at compartmentalizing and like, yeah, just kind of like not dissociating, because I do care and it does hurt and I do have like big feelings and like big emotions about it, but it's not my grief to have in the moment, right? Like I have to go, that's something I have to like go home and like, you know, think through. And it was just hard because I like all the entire time that I slept today, I just kept seeing the baby over and over again. But what I do love about my job is that we have this special room on labor and delivery. It's one of the old, not delivery rooms, but like the old postpartum rooms. And my friend Hannah, she's amazing. I do feel like she facilitated all this, but it has like all these props and like things that we can use to take pictures with the baby, make mementos for the mom and the baby and the family. And I feel like I'm gonna cry. This morning I was doing like footprints and getting everybody to write in the thing, and I was taking pictures and I had like little stuffed animals. I was making like bracelets and necklaces and like making the smock that I put on the baby, like rubbing it with baby lotion, so like when mom holds the baby it smells like baby. Yeah, it is just, it's hard. Labor and delivery is hard, and I know everybody's like, oh, all I gotta do is hold babies all day. Like, no we don't. Sometimes it's not the best. It's not the best. But yeah, my patient last night, she was so amazing. She was so sweet. She was so calm. She was like goofy. Like she was really, really enjoyable. But yeah, I also had a unit meeting after I got off work this morning, and one of our team leaders is now the new nurse manager, and I wanted her to be nurse manager so bad, and I'm so glad that it was her, because I feel like she really does care. I know everybody has like different opinions and like different experiences with different people, but like for me personally, she has always stood up for me. She has always looked out for me. She has just always like been by my side and always been on my side, and whenever somebody does something wrong to me, she's always like, oh, absolutely not. And I love that. And I know that that might not be everybody's experience, and I'm open to the fact that that's not everybody's experience, but as far as me, like that's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, I am feeling a little somber because now I'm thinking about, okay, I'm not even gonna say her name, but we all know about the social media star who so many people love so much. Her son passed away on the 18th after she's literally just had a baby. And what I hate about this whole situation, other than the fact that we have lost a beautiful life, is the fact that mom TikTok can be so toxic, because it's like they're posting backhanded compliment videos, like not even compliment, but I don't know how else to say it, but like backhanded videos saying like, oh, holding my baby's extra tight tonight. Why the f would you say that? Holding my baby's extra tight tonight, kissing my baby's extra tight tonight, or like showing your kids in a pool like with a net, like a net over it, and like showing how the kids can't, you know, succumb to the elements when there's a net over it. Or people saying like, oh, there should have been a fence around that pool. That should have been a fence around that pool. She cannot do anything. His parents cannot do anything to change what has happened. It has happened. It has happened. And the fact that news outlets are posting like her house and her address and like everything else like that is honestly so frustrating and so disgusting. And my thoughts and my prayers and my heart is just with that family, because I cannot imagine going through that. Having just had a baby and then you lose your oldest. That's just so sad. It's so sad. But yeah, the people that are posting shit like that, like, oh, holding my baby's extra tight tonight, or she should have done this and she should have done that, you should honestly feel the most shame that any person has ever felt, because that's actually really sick, twisted, and disgusting. So yeah, it's supposed to storm tonight. It's supposed to be tornadoes tonight. So there's that. So I am going to go ahead and go home so that I don't get stuck in it, because it's supposed to happen at like 8. So yeah.
So we went to 7 Brew. It was originally my idea, because we were sitting at home. We really both just got home from our daily activities, and I was like, we should get 7 Brew. I was like, I was a little late, and then she was like, no, we can just go. And so we went. And I've been finding different drinks from like online TikTok. And today I've been usually getting energy drinks, but today I wanted like I guess a coffee-ish. Anyway, I got a funnel cake macchiato, and she got a strawberry shortcake energy with foam. So I'm gonna try it. I should have mixed it first.
I keep telling you that.
I hate to say it's like regular coffee.
Is it nasty?
No, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Will you put my straw in mine?
Get you nervous?
I think I hate it.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Like actually? can still try it though.
All right, good morning, guys. So we went to Seven Brew yesterday. Went home. I read my book. Right now, I'm listening to, what is it called? The Tenant by Frieda McFadden on Spotify Premium. And then I'm reading The Never List on my Kindle. And I really like it so far. So yeah, we ate dinner. We went to sleep. We put the dogs up like 30 minutes early. And I was the one that took Jade out last. And he was acting like he didn't have to poop. So I was the only person that he had already pooped with Justin. So I put him in his crate. He did not. I woke up this morning and he had pooped in his crate. And so that was really, really irritating. So I dealt with that. But now I'm at my OBGYN appointment. Every time I say OBGYN, I think about Nye and Terica and they be like, OBGYN. So funny. Anyway. But yeah. So I went to my OB appointment and then what else? I say OB appointment, but that makes it seem like I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I just don't feel like saying OBGYN. Yeah. I was gonna go to Pilates today, but the Pilates schedule was like modified because it's summertime. So there's like a 10 o'clock class and then a 5 p.m. class. Like I needed something right in the middle. Had I not had my OB, like I'm tired of saying that way. Had I not had my OB appointment, I would have gone earlier, but it's fine. I had to be here at 10 and it took forever to get here. So, yeah, we're just gonna go to 9 round. And I really want to make cake pops this week. We should make cake pops. We should make that happen. We also have to go to Ulta because Justin has been using my freaking facial radius pad. He's like, oh, okay, so go buy some. What? And he's not afraid to go into Ulta and get stuff for me. So I feel like go to Ulta and get something for you. What? Anyway, let's go ahead and go in here. Right now it is 9:37. My appointment is at 10. Let's see what time I get back in the car. All right, y'all. So my appointment was at 10. I got inside at like 9:45. And I got taken back like right on the dot at 10 o'clock. And they called, first of all, they called me up. Well, first when I went, they were just sort of like, yeah. And she was like, Miss Thomas. And I was like, yes. And she's like, do you usually have a copay? And I was like, I can't remember, but if I do, it's fine. And she was like, okay, it's $30. And I was like, okay. So I paid $30 and sat back down. And then, yeah, I went back at 10:02. Had to pee in the cup. And then, so funny. I guess I forgot to lock the bathroom door, so somebody walked in on me, like, as I was grabbing my keys, like, getting ready to leave, and she was so apologetic. I was, no, it's literally fine, like, I'm fully dressed. So then I went, they took my vital signs. My blood pressure was, like, 120/82, something like that, so, diva. And then nothing else changed. I saw someone that used to be a scrub tech that worked at, I saw somebody that used to be a scrub tech at my job, and so we were saying hey, we were catching up, and then I went to sub waiting, which is like after you've gotten like your vital signs and your weight and everything done. And then I went into the exam room, and then my nurse practitioner came in. I love her. I love having a nurse practitioner. Like, they're just so diva to me. And she's like, so sorry if it, like, she was profusely apologizing for me having to wait, but I was like, it's literally fine, like, I'm good. So we did a breast exam. She's asking if I still like my birth control. I was like, yes, I absolutely love it. She's asking me what I've been up to, so I was telling her about Italy and all that good stuff. And then what else? She was like, are you sexually active? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, do you want us to go ahead and like do swap? Yeah, girl, swap that cat. I literally don't care. I was like, literally test for everything. Give a full panel. I don't give a fuck. Give a full panel. And I feel like that's just like, not that I don't trust my husband, because I do, but it's also like for my safety and my health, right? So I was like, yeah, girl, swap that cat. And then she did the breast exam. We did the speculum exam. The speculum exam to me doesn't hurt. And this is coming from somebody that is literally a complete wussy. Like, everything hurts me. Everything hurts me. But it was fine. And I honestly prefer the metal speculums to the plastic, because the metal is like super cold. And to me, like, cold sensation takes pain away to me. Like, it was a little tight. There were like a little pressure at some points, but like it was anything crazy. Like, the more you relax, the easier it is for the speculum to kind of just glide in. The more you tense up, you're also tensing your muscles up, and so you're making like less space for the speculum to be able to slide through and expand. So if you just relax, it ends up being fine. So she did a speculum exam, and she checked me, which I was like which was fine. It's fine. I mean, she checked me. She was just like checking, you know, my inner mechanics, you know. And she's like pressing down, making sure my ovaries, like, nothing was tender, nothing was hurting. And then she's like, okay, you're good. She usually gives me free samples of my Lolo, but they didn't have any more free samples. So she just gave me this $25 off. But my Lolo doesn't have a copay. So, yeah. So now since I had to do all that, we're gonna treat ourselves today. Within moderation. We're not gonna go crazy. We're not gonna go crazy. But we are gonna have a good day. Okay, just went into Ulta. Let me show y'all what I got. I got some more of these facial radiance pads. These go absolutely triple platinum in our house. They're just like little cotton rounds, but I don't know. I feel like this just, I know it's not supposed to clean your skin, but like it's the first step of my skincare routine, and I just love it. I can't live without it. They sent it as a PR package like maybe like last year, like very early last year. Used it all, and then I've been buying it ever since, and sometimes periodically they'll send it through PR. So this is one that I bought because Justin likes to dig his fingers into it and use all the time. So I also got this is the thermal spring water by La Roche-Posay. I recently started adding this into my skincare routine, and I absolutely love it. I also use my mom's number whenever I go to Ulta, just because like so she can use the points and stuff. And the girl, she was like checking me out, she was like, girl, you have so many points. And I was like, what, for real? Like, how many points I got? And she's like, you have $59. And I was like, what? So now that I've made this purchase, there's $62. So I'm gonna tell my mom, her and my aunt Nisha, they use them. And if they didn't use them, I probably would wait till the end of the year to use it. But yeah, so let me go ahead and text her right now so that I could tell her. Okay, so that is done. I really want to go to Home Goods kind of, because I want to redo our front porch, but that's also something that I want to do with Justin. And I don't know what time he works. Do I work tomorrow? I don't think so, because it's the middle of the week, right? Yeah, I'm off work tomorrow. I don't know. I kind of want to go ahead and do it today. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it today. All right, y'all, good morning. So we went ahead and dropped the boys off at daycare this morning just because Justin had a full day off today. He wanted to take them yesterday because he worked a double, but I was like, it's no sense in taking them to daycare when I'll be home, because all I had yesterday was my OBGYN appointment. And I was like, if we're gonna take them to daycare, I want it to be a day where you can actually enjoy the fact that both of them aren't home, as opposed to when you're at work, you're not enjoying the fact that they're at daycare because you're at work. Like, it doesn't make a difference. So he was off today, I was off today, and so we got up this morning at like 7, and we took them outside, we fed them, and then we took them to daycare, and it was fun. I also went ahead and scheduled their boarding stuff for like the last week in August, just because I know that I'm probably gonna forget, and I don't remember if that's, I could be wrong. But I want to almost say it's like the time that college football is supposed to be starting back up again, and I'll be damn if I can't get my dogs in there because people are dropping their dogs off because they don't want to deal with them during the football game. So I went ahead and did that so that I don't have to think about it. But we used, hold on, I'm looking at my facial razor. We used ChatGPT because I didn't know that you could use that to like decorate parts of your houses. So we used it to decorate our front porch. And so today, or our front and our back porch, and probably our bedroom, because I'm going to take a picture and do the bedroom too. I've been getting mixed reviews. Some people have been saying that like ChatGPT is bad for the environment. Is it? I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But also don't crucify me if it is. Like, I mean, yes, I'm old enough to do my own research, but it's like at the same time, like, I don't know. Anyway. Alright, went ahead and shave my face. I love shaving my face. It just is what it is. I think it's fantastic. But something that I do want to talk about. Oh my goodness. There's this girl. She is an LPN. New grad LPN. She's graduated in August, so it literally hasn't even been a year yet. But she was on TikTok Live while she was at work. She works at a nursing home. And she was on TikTok Live at work during MedPass. If you don't know what MedPass is, it's basically like whenever you're giving medications at a certain time. So usually during the night, like meds will probably do at 7, you probably have some do at 9, maybe some do at midnight, things like that. So that's, you know, MedPass, like when you're giving medications to your patients or your patient. So she was on TikTok Live while she was doing MedPass, and she like people were on live and they were telling her like, hey, like this isn't good. Like, you know, don't be on TikTok live while you're at work. Like, you know, this is HIPAA violation. She's like, this isn't HIPAA violation. Like, I'm not showing you any patient information, but she keeps saying the patient's name over and over again and what medications the patient is on. I hate to be the one to break this to you, but like that is a HIPAA violation, because now I know who that person is. I know that they are in a nursing home, and now I know what medications they're on. So anyway, she gave a medicine that wasn't supposed to be due until the morning. It was a lidocaine patch. Number one, when she had the lidocaine patch, she used her teeth to open it. Why would you do that? Literally, why would you open any medication at all with your teeth? Usually most medications are perforated, so you can just rip along the dotted line, or like the paper peels back and you can just take it off like that and then just press through the foil. Like it's genuinely that easy. There has never been a situation that has presented itself, as long as I've been a nurse, which is only a year, but there's never been a situation that's presented itself that has warranted me using my mouth to open a medication. I'll use a pair of scissors before I use my teeth. But anyway, so she did that. She went in the room, she gave the medication, and then she came out. She sat down at her computer and she was something to the effect of like, oh, like it wasn't time for that. She went in the room, she took the lidocaine patch off the patient and threw it away. So then people were like, see, like you're already making med errors. Like, please just get off TikTok live, get off TikTok live. And she was like, it's not a med error, like blah, blah, blah. Like, yes, it is. You gave medication at the incorrect time. That is a med error. Like, and usually nursing has a window. I don't know if it's like this for all hospitals, but you can give a medication. Like, let's say I have a medication due at 7 o'clock. The earliest I can give that medication is 6 o'clock. The latest I can give that medication is 8 o'clock. So you have an hour before window and an hour after window. And whatever, she was blocking people and people kept saying like, please get off live, please get off live. And she was like, y'all literally take the fun out of everything. It's your job. Like, this is healthcare. This is somebody's life. Like, it's not supposed to be la 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 fun time all the time. Like, no, like you're making medication errors and saying that we're taking the fun out of everything. No, you're about to take the life out of somebody. Like, please be for real. And I don't think it was like a life or death situation, but it's like still like you're making errors because you're so focused on you and your 62 viewers on TikTok live. Like it's just inappropriate. It's inappropriate. And it's also like you fresh out of nursing school. So it's like, there's no way that you don't know that what you're doing is incorrect. And hospitals, like whether or not you took the time to read it or not, most, if not all hospitals or, you know, clinical settings have a social media policy, whether or not you read that. And it may not be as specific as do not be on TikTok live while you're at work. Do not be on TikTok live while doing MedPass. But I guarantee you have already signed a social media policy. And what's even more embarrassing for you is that people have screen recorded your live. People have screen recorded you making this med error. And you cannot even say that that wasn't you. It wasn't like that, because what they can do is subpoena your TikTok, and all TikTok live videos are saved. Like, they're downloadable. So they can ask you to download that and give it to them. And really, truly, you shouldn't put up any muss or fuss about it, because if what you're saying is true, then, you know, you quote unquote didn't do anything wrong. But like, realistically, I feel like she's going to lose her license for that. She's going to lose her license for that. And that's so, it's sad. Like, I'm not sad for her, because if you're a nurse, like LPN, RN, whatever, you should have the critical thinking skills and the wherewithal to understand that like being on live at work is inappropriate. Being on live at work is incorrect. But she was blocking people and saying, oh, y'all are taking the fun out of everything. It's not that serious. Y'all are doing too much. But like, realistically, it may not be that serious to you, but like to that person's family member, their life and their pain management is that serious to them. Like, so, I don't know. She made this whole long post on Facebook saying that patient care is her top priority, and you know, she didn't know anything about the live. I'm like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you literally did. And it's just, that's frustrating. And it makes it even more frustrating that she's a black woman. And it's like, we already have the odds stacked against us. So for you to put this penalty, this foul on our team is like, it's frustrating, because it didn't have to be like that. And now you're probably definitely going, if nothing else, you're going to be fired from your current job. you're going to be fired from your current job. And I'm an RN, so I really don't know very much about like LPNs and like how many people actually need LPNs or, you know, whatever. Because my personal thought process of when I was going to nursing school was that it didn't make any sense for me to do LPN when I'm trying to say what I want to say without being offensive to anybody. To me, it didn't make any sense to go to LPN school when with that same amount of time and still having to take the NCLEX, I could have been an RN. So you could just go to, you know, regular RN school, get your ADN, get your BSN, whatever, and then not have to go back to get something else. That's another reason why I didn't do an associate's program, because it's like you're doing an associate's program, still having to take the NCLEX, but like you still only have an associate's degree. Like it just, to me, in my brain, it made more sense to do a 4-year degree, go ahead and get my bachelor's of science in nursing, and now I don't have to go back to nursing school to do a writing class. But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with anybody getting an ADN, because at the end of the day, hey girl, you still a nurse. You can go back at any point and take them little writing classes. Okay, that's never a big deal. And sometimes most hospitals will pay for you to get your bachelor's degree. So in cases like that, it's like, hey, I need something quick to, you know, go ahead and get my nursing degree, go ahead and get life rolling because I got things to do, things to pay for, you know, I got trips I want to take, stuff like that. That is perfectly fine. And there are nurses that I work with that are literally OGs that I didn't even know didn't have bachelor degrees. Because realistically, like, it doesn't matter. It's just about not having to go back to school. But I'm somebody that, like, once I get in the groove of being at school, I'm there. Like, I'm locked in. I'm there. But I knew that I wasn't going to want to go back to school to do anything, especially with, like, how much I travel and, like, all the stuff that I have going on. Like, it wasn't going to be feasible for me in my life. But some people still do the LPN programs, and if that's what they want, if that's what works for them, hey, more power to them. I am not, like, a nurse shamer. Like, when it comes to people like, oh, LPNs aren't real nurses, like, technically they are. They're licensed practical nurses. Like, that's literally what LPN stands for. Yeah. Like, I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, BSNs, like, those are the top of the top. Like, girl. We still get paid the same regardless. I think my hospital, there is a pay difference for nurses that have their BSN as opposed to their ADM, but it's not anything to write home about. Like, it's nothing super crazy. But yeah, I just think it's insane because it's like y'all are making it look like they're giving out nursing licenses for free. Like anybody can just come in and just be a nurse, and that's not true. Like, put your freaking phone down. And it's like, as much as I love social media, I love TikTok, I love YouTube, I love all of that, there will never be a point in time where I will be at work, clocked in on the clock, and I'm making TikTok videos. And now realistically, I sometimes love seeing those videos where the girls are like, oh, get ready with me for my induction, and like, they're setting up the room, and they're like writing cutesy stuff on the board. But like, even that, I still won't do that. Because at the end of the day, y'all, I'm black and I'm a nurse. So there's automatically going to be a target on my back. And I'm a black nurse that has, you know, a moderate social media following. That is a target. People will use that against me to try to take me down. Ask me how I know. I have had it done to me. In the short time of me being a nurse, I have had people try to antagonize my nursing career and my TikTok. Like, I even had somebody who doesn't really like me. I'm not really fond of them either. But she came up to me while I was editing a video, and she was like, oh, you're editing one of your little TikToks? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, is it for one of your little brand deals? Like, she kept saying little over and over and over again. And I was like, yep. And she was like, how much do they pay you? Like $5? Like, she said it like that. Now, I am never somebody to bring up how much money social media brings in or, you know, none of that. But this is near her T-clock. For real. She needed her T-clock for real because she's always trying to belittle me. She's always trying to talk down on me. She's always just trying to make it seem like she's better than me and like I'm not as, you know, good as I think I am. But like, realistically, you should think you're the baddest bitch on the block. I don't care where you are. That's what you should think. That's just called having self-confidence. But I never talk about my social media at work. I never talk about my vacations at work. The only way that somebody will know what vacations we went on or have, you know, an in-depth knowledge about what went on vacation is if they ask me. But I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to say, oh my gosh, yeah, me and my husband just went on a week-long vacation in Italy and it was so this and it was so that. Like, no, you're literally going to have to ask me because if not, I'm not going to say anything because it's just like, it's tacky. But anyway, she was like, oh yeah, what do they pay you? Like $5? And I was like, oh, like 10,000. Oh, now we're on mute. And she's like, girl, they are not paying $10,000. I said, okay. Oh, okay. You're not bothering me. You're not bothering me. Like, what? Anyway, she's just really frustrating. But I try not to let people like that get to me because she has literally nothing else going on. She has nothing else going on. And the fact that you make multiple accounts to follow my friends because my friends keep blocking you because they don't like you, but you want so bad to know what we're doing, go be interesting by yourself. Go be interesting by yourself. You post a little blog. You post a little get ready with me. You know, you be interesting. I'll like, I'll comment, I'll support. Well, actually, no, I won't because I actually don't like you. But I'm sure somebody will like and comment and, you know, will support and, you know, give you a follow. Maybe it just won't be me. It just literally won't be me. Realistically, I am not the kind of person that's going to laugh and smile in your face if I don't like you. If I don't like you, it's going to be very obvious because I'm never going to talk to you. I'm never going to talk to you. That's just it. Like, I don't believe in like playing fake and like playing both sides of the field. Like, no, if I don't like you, you're going to know because I'm genuinely never going to hold a voluntary conversation with you other than, will you please get out of my way? Hey, I'm going to reach past you and grab this. But it's always going to be cordial. Not even cordial. It's always going to be formal, but it's never going to be sweet, nice nothings. Okay. It just, I don't know. You burn me once, you done for life, truly. So I found it. There's like 3 screenshots. I'll probably try to figure out a way that I can put it down in the description box. But I saw this girl on TikTok. She got a blue raspberry energy drink. Well, it said fizz, and I didn't know what the difference between like fizz and energy was. Fizz just doesn't have caffeine, and the energy does. So I got a blue raspberry energy drink with cream and coconut, and I hope it's really good. And then Justin got a black mamba with strawberry. The last 3 drinks that I've gotten from 7 Brew have not been good. I've been trying to be adventurous and like try new things, and I always try to be like a glass half full kind of person. So I was like, okay, well now I just know the things that I don't like. Like, for example, I don't like the strawberry energy drink with cupcake. That's disgusting, and I don't like it. I do like the Red Giant. That was really good. It tastes like a pink Starburst. We got that one last week, but hopefully this one is good. I'm a little bit nervous. And I usually, like, I never thought about adding cream to my energy drinks, but it's probably good. Who knows? Oh my God. Anyway, this is what it looks like. It's all mixed up. Please don't be nasty. Oh my God. I'm already scared. It's good. It's not so good that you would like it. It's not so good that you would like it. I didn't really get to mix it all the way up. It's good though. I like it. Finally, a winner. Okay, now let's try Justin's drink. He got the black mamba with strawberry. It's kind of confusing because it's blue, but it tastes red.
It's purple. What?
No, that drink is definitely blue.
It's supposed to be on purple. It's good.
Okay, so this is the image of our front porch that we're trying to recreate. So the first thing that we're gonna get is, ignore my nail, girl, why do you look like that? 2 big brown, yo, where the hell is he going? Anyway, I saw this like wicker basket one and I kind of like it. So let's see, let's kind of pull it. Flowers, are they already in pots? Okay, let's do one thing at a time. This one is, oh, he said it's a big pot. This one is only $19, but there's only one of them. But I really do like this one, so let's keep, oh, it's broken. But if we turn it around, who cares? Because it's only $19. Okay, we'll come back to that. And it's like, these are pretty, but they look fake. And I'm trying to get away from things that look fake. Y'all, I wish somebody was having a baby because I want to buy baby clothes so bad. Just not for me, no. Dogs and clothes is not my favorite thing. They're just very tall.
What are we gonna do? Put flowers in?
Yeah. Like, this isn't as deep as...
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, it's just like that.
That's a little bit shorter.
Yeah, these are shorter and smaller, but like, how much is it? It's like a $10. It's a $10 difference. It's not that bad. I don't know. Let me look at the picture again. It's like short little pots.
I feel like we're going for flowers.
So like tall pots.
We definitely go loads of flowers. For real flowers.
Yeah, we're not here for flowers. We're here for the base.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not here for the flowers. We're here for like the brown base. And it's also hard because we're trying to find 2 of them that match. That's kind of hard, especially because none of these are brown. I mean, they're brown, but they're not the same. These are the same, but I don't know if these belong to somebody. Oh, I thought you were right behind me, and I was like I was talking to myself. I thought you were right behind me, and it looks like I was talking to myself. It's okay. That I just want to find some, like, two that are the same.
I like that. It's cool looking.
The white?
No.
Yeah, it's also broken, but there's only one of them. Like, we need two of them. Yeah.
You don't think those round bases? Those are different type bases.
I mean, yeah, but they're not going to be, like, as cute as these.
That's fair.
They'll be like that. They're pretty tall.
This might be one thing.
You think it's one? It should not be.
I think it's definitely one.
You think so?
Oh, two?
Yes. You pulled the basket out. Because there's two buckets right there.
It just looked like it was.
Lord. Like right there?
Yeah.
Then just put the flowers on the inside? Think so?
Yeah.
What's your reservation?
I don't know the black one to believe.
Well, everything else is black. Like, that's black, that's black. What else? What other reservation do you have?
That was it.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what's crazy is that their baskets are so small. Like, how am I supposed to fit my entire living room couch in a smaller basket?
You're not supposed to.
Okay, so now we're moving on to the back porch. So we need, like, planters, rug. There's, like, a hanging planter. There's fairy lights. But they have a whole section of, like, little, like, small stools that you can put flowers on. So let's see what we can find. We found this stool. Not stool, but like a little table. It's only $24, so we think we're gonna go with this one. Okay, so we found this little wicker basket, and it looks the exact same as the one that's in the picture. So Justin went to go get another basket because this one's full. We decided on getting a very basic welcome mat just because everything else is gonna have a lot going on. So we just felt like this should be kind of normal. Okay, this is the accent rug that we chose. It's not gonna be big enough, like it's folded in half right now, so we're gonna get two of them. But now we just need pillows that match. We are done with TJ Maxx. They ended up having most of the stuff that we need. Well, actually all. They had everything that we needed besides the flowers. We wanted to have real flowers, so that's why we're going to go to Lowe's. Because if I'm not mistaken, Lowe's has a really good flower selection. So yeah, we didn't want to go, like, be all the way on this side of town and then have to, like, go all the way, like, kind of towards our house. So we decided to just go ahead and pick up the boys. So they're here. Say hi, Dojo. You say hi. Say hi, Jimmy. Oh, it was actually very serious. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and drop them off, and then we'll go to Lowe's. Again, for reference, this is the picture. These are called hydrangeas. I don't know why I kept calling them orchids. They're literally called hydrangeas, but these are absolutely gorgeous. So I think these are the ones that we're gonna get. So this is the before of our back porch. We have, like, pool stuff, like a whole bunch of random stuff, and then two chairs, a little table, and then that. So we're going to try to transform it to make it look a little bit more like the picture. So let's see what we can do. Finished our back porch. This is what it looks like. Got some little twinkle lights. I just realized that one is not screwed in all the way. I'll get Justin to do that because I'm not even in the mood no more. This was such a laborious project. We got two of these rugs, but they're different sizes, so now we only have one, but it's fine. And then these are the chairs that we already have, and we got some accent pillows from TJ Maxx. All of this stuff is from TJ Maxx except for the plant. That's from Lowe's. And yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's really cute. Okay, hi guys. So it's Saturday morning. I forgot to film an outro yesterday because I was kind of rushing to make sure that I was going to be on time to work, which I was actually super early. So yeah, but I had work last night, didn't have a patient. It was a pretty chill night, honestly. But yeah, I don't really have anything daunting or telling to say. I feel like the backyard turned out really good, the front porch turned out really good, but I'm super sleepy, and Justin works 8 to 12, so the dog's just gonna have to be okay in there from 8 to 12, because I feel like if I try to wake up at 11, I'm not gonna be able to go back to sleep for the rest of the day, and that's really going to suck. So we're just gonna leave them in there. Justin already took them for a walk this morning. They peed, they pooped, they ate, they had treats. They should be good until 12. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for spending this week with me. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others. I love you, and I will see you next week.